In the shadow of the great mountains, where wild rivers carved their ancient paths, a child was born to the chieftain of the Nahanni people. They named her Brave Eagle, for during her birth, a magnificent eagle had soared overhead, its wings spread wide against the dawn sky. The medicine woman declared it an omen this child would soar between worlds, bringing wisdom to her people. From her earliest days, Brave Eagle displayed a curious spirit. While other children stayed close to their mothers, she wandered to the edge of the camp, watching deer graze in distant meadows and listening to the secrets whispered by the wind. Her mother, Morning Flower, taught her to weave baskets and tan hides, while her father, Strong Bear, showed her how to read the stars and understand the signs of changing seasons. "Never fear what you do not understand," Strong Bear would tell her. "Instead, seek to learn from it." Brave Eagle's constant companion was Little Happy Dog, a wolf-dog hybrid with intelligent eyes, who had appeared at the edge of their camp as a pup the same day Brave Eagle took her first steps. The elders saw this as another sign of the child's special connection to the natural world. During the moon of falling leaves, when Brave Eagle had seen just 7 winters, tragedy struck the Nahanni camp. Most warriors had departed on a hunting expedition, leaving the women, children, and elders vulnerable. A harsh winter had driven wildlife from their usual hunting grounds, and a desperate wolf pack, gaunt from hunger, ventured closer to human settlement than they had ever dared before. Brave Eagle had wandered to the stream just beyond the camp's edge when she heard the first screams. Rather than fleeing from the approaching wolves, she stood tall, her small frame silhouetted against the setting sun. Little Happy Dog growled beside her, hackles raised. "Go!" she commanded her faithful friend. "Run to father! Tell him wolves are here!" As if understanding her words, Little Happy Dog hesitated, then darted away through the underbrush. The lead wolf, a massive silver female with amber eyes, approached Brave Eagle. The girl showed no fear, extending her small hand, as she had seen her father do when approaching unfamiliar horses. The wolf sniffed her fingers, eyes locked with the child's. "I am Brave Eagle," she said simply. "If you are hungry, I will show you where to hunt. But you must not harm my people." Something in the child's fearlessness seemed to reach the wolf. Instead of attacking, the pack surrounded her, nudging her away from the camp toward the dense forest beyond. Perhaps they recognized something kindred in her spirit, or perhaps the Great Spirit guided their actions. Whatever the reason, rather than making the girl their prey, they made her their own. In the wolf den beneath an ancient fallen cedar, Brave Eagle began her new life. The silver female, whom she came to call Moon Sister, became her protector and teacher. Days turned to weeks, and weeks to seasons. The human child learned to move silently through forest underbrush, to read the subtle signs of prey animals, and to understand the intricate language of howls, growls, and body postures that comprised wolf communication. She learned that wolves mated for life, that they cared for the elderly and weak among them, and that the pack's survival depended on cooperation and loyalty. These lessons etched themselves deeply into her developing mind. During cold nights, she would curl against Moon Sister's warm fur, dreaming of her human family, but finding comfort in her wolf one. Meanwhile, Strong Bear had returned to find the camp in disarray and his daughter missing. Little Happy Dog had tried desperately to lead the warriors to Brave Eagle, but the wolves had moved far into territories humans rarely entered. For 3 years, Strong Bear refused to abandon hope, sending search parties into the mountains and offering generous rewards to any who brought news of his daughter. Little Happy Dog never stopped searching, disappearing for days at a time into the wilderness, returning exhausted but determined to continue his quest. In her 4th spring with the wolves, Brave Eagle, now 11 winters old, was playing in a mountain meadow thick with wildflowers when a familiar bark caught her attention. There, thin and graying around the muzzle, but with the same loyal eyes, stood Little Happy Dog. Their reunion was joyous, with Brave Eagle throwing her arms around her old friend's neck, while Moon's sister and the pack watched cautiously from the forest edge. Little Happy Dog's presence awakened memories of her human family, her mother's gentle songs, her father's proud smile, the comfort of the lodge's fire during winter storms. "I must see them," she told Moon's sister that night, her words a mixture of human language and wolf sounds. "My human pack needs me, just as you taught me that every wolf has duties to their pack." Moon's sister seemed to understand, pressing her forehead against Brave Eagle's in a gesture of acceptance and blessing. The journey back to the Nahanni people would take many days, and the wolf pack accompanied her for much of it, teaching her final lessons of survival and leadership along the way. When Brave Eagle finally emerged from the forest's edge, she was not the same small child who had disappeared 4 years earlier. Now tall and strong, dressed in garments she had crafted from hides, she moved with the quiet confidence of a predator. Yet her eyes still held human compassion and wisdom beyond her years. Her return was met with disbelief, then celebration. Strong Bear, now with streaks of white in his hair from years of worry, embraced his daughter with tears streaming down his weathered face. Morning Flower could scarcely believe that the wild young woman before her was the small child she had lost. In the seasons that followed, Brave Eagle became a bridge between worlds. She taught her people to hunt as wolves did, working together to bring down larger prey rather than competing as individuals. She showed them how to communicate across vast distances through sound and signal, and how to care for the land that sustained them all. When Strong Bear passed into the spirit world, the Nahanni people chose Brave Eagle as their new leader, despite her youth. Under her guidance, they flourished, moving with the seasons like the wolf pack, respecting the balance of taking only what was needed and ensuring that all members of the tribe were valued and cared for. On clear nights, Brave Eagle would sit alone at the edge of camp, listening to the distant howls echoing from the mountains. She would raise her voice in answer, the haunting sounds carrying her love and gratitude to her wolf family. The tribe members came to understand these exchanges as sacred conversations, messages between two worlds that their chief alone could interpret. "What do they say?" the children would ask, eyes wide with wonder. "They speak of family that transcends blood," Brave Eagle would answer, "of wisdom that knows no boundaries, and of love that bridges the distance between different beings. They remind us that we are all children of the same earth, nourished by the same sun, and guided by the same stars." And so it continued until the end of her days. Brave Eagle, the princess who led with the wisdom of humans and the spirit of wolves, forever connected to both worlds yet belonging completely to neither, a living testament to the power of understanding between all living creatures.